Sorry, I was just apologizing for being a little late. Hello, Prof. Hello, Light Source. It's rough getting up when it's dark and cold. So yeah, I really had to take the time to make the coffee, and I really had to take the time to make some croissant. It's just beautiful and cozy. Thank you. Thank you. You know what it's gonna be, Light Source. I was playing Skyrim before, so I had to crank up the volume. And Morrowind is not a problem. Morrowind is really nice and loud. Is that better? I think I normally have Morrowind around there. Malord, good morning. Oh, guys, let me switch to my Morrowind before it, goes meh. Right, I'm not going to complain more about the cold because it's, I don't know what my phone is saying. I'm sure it's something ridiculous like 0 degrees and I don't feel I have the right to complain it's cold when it's just 0 degrees. So I won't. Let me see, last week on this channel, we finished with this character who's still alive. So there's that. But we were in Ghostgate, poisoned. We somehow managed to save Julian, made it to the temple. Hey, Comet Girl, thank you so much for the host. Welcome on in, everyone. Nice to see you so early in the morning or in the night. Light Source, thank you so much for the host as well. Really appreciate it. So we managed to make it all poisoned and weak and, perma-death, so the fear was real. We made it to the Ghost Gate. There we met Julian. It was all a little bugged because Julian was under the temple. It was a bit weird. We got to the temple, and then on Sunday we were gonna do perma-death, and we tried to go through the ghost fence with Julian. He chickened out. We teleported out. We found ourselves in Aldran. From there we took a guild guide to Caldera, and from there on I wanted to walk, and the game was crashing, and we suspected, and it was totally unfair. First we thought maybe Muse might be the issue, because the crash was happening when we loaded cells. Like when we changed cell, boom, that's when we would have a crash. So maybe that was it, because it does indeed change the music according to where you are, what sort of regions you're in. But that wasn't it. Then, because we were testing Ashfall, and we still are, like maybe something Ashfall, so we disabled Ashfall and we were still crashing. Then we thought, oh yes, we did crash just before the game autosaved, so I was like, maybe it's the autosave. Anyway, we pointed finger at various Morrowind script extender mods, and later on I loaded a game without any of those, and that wasn't it. It turned out that it was Julian. I cannot explain that one, but loaded the game against without Julian, cleaned the saved game, so there would be no trace of Julian, and we are good. At least, so I think. So I think. I'm a little disappointed because Julian is really quite, oh my goodness, Absorn. I know I keep saying it. I need to learn to type, because when I type, I stare intently at my keyboard, and I'm gonna go a whole sentence, and then when I look up, if I look up, I see what sort of stupidities I type, like Absorn. It's a special necromantic spell, but because we don't want to draw attention to ourselves, absorb health sounds, a little iffy, so we go absorb health, and we go, nah, it's nothing to do with necromancy. Something new in 3.0, it has to be it. To be honest, I haven't taken the time. I should load the game with Julian only, see if I still get the crash, and then add mods until I find out what it's conflicting with, and then send that to Kateri, because it's still a beta version. I mean, it's entirely my fault for using versions that are already you know that they are not finished and you're still being tested. In fact, it's your fault for installing mods in general. You can't really complain about the game crashing the moment you start modding it. If you played vanilla, go for it. Go for it, it's not your fault. So anyway, we are in Caldera. I can't remember, did I... Yes, I have money, meaning I have already returned the propylon index, meaning we already have instructions to get the next one, so that's good. However, I mean, the way we got... Let's see if I can... It's just I really like to make my inventory very big. I like to see myself. Probably because I can't really play in third person, so... Oh, I look so fat. So... Okay. Now I've clearly upset my UI. Okay. I don't know, the proportion looked funny to me. Not important, not important. So the way we actually got traveling so far north, I mean it's further north we've ever been, we actually were in Balmora and we got those quests from the Guild of Mages, and I do know, not based on the instructions that we were given, but I do know that the instructions add up to going somewhat here around this lake. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of this lake. Anyway, this is Marindus. George, hello, good morning. And we sort of got... I thought I knew a shortcut, which is always a stupid idea. Okay, I know. But I thought I knew a shortcut, and we got here, and then I tried to heal myself, and then it miscast, and then I was poisoned, and we were sort of halfway, and I was like, what do we do? Do we go back to Balmora? And I was like, no, let's just push on to Ghostgate, and hopefully... Why can't I see you streaming? Oh, George, are you on... No, you're on the Girl Streamer channel, right? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean I'm not streaming during the week? Which is true. That would explain why you can't see me streaming. And that didn't look like something I know. Right. Okay, so that's where we are. Also, it's important that I have coffee and breakfast. Because I just got up and I have nothing. So what I want is to go there. This is what we wanted to do, and that's what we're gonna do. So from Caldera is not a really good idea. I think... Hang on. Where is Saran? Saran is not too far. What is Girl Streamer? Very good question, George. It's a streaming community, and which is girls, as the name indicates, but also it's a channel, and we have a stream team. So there's like a dozen girls, and we each have a time slot during the week. Mine is on Friday morning when it's really quiet, but never mind, that's the only time I could find. And that means that when you watch the Girl Streamer channel, you're gonna see a whole bunch of different streamers, a whole bunch of different games. So, you know, if you like variety, it's definitely the place to be. And there's a girl for everything. We have someone who's going to play music, someone who's gonna do competitive games, you know, PUBG and that sort of things. There's someone who's gonna do Morrowind Perma-death. It's everything, absolutely everything. So creative, okay, everything. Saran is on the lake near Drain Estate, so it's somewhere there, right? I'm just thinking that maybe from Saran. I mean, I'd still have to go across a mountain, mind you. I'm trying to think of the best place to start my trek when I want to go there. I mean, Balmora, I know the way. I did get lost once, but otherwise I do know the way, I think. Me? Are you talking to me? No, I'm not. Oh. Yeah. Also, I did crank up the music quite a bit for the beginning of the stream, but I want you to hear, you know, the few voices that we have in Morrowind. Hey George, thank you so much for the follow. You won't regret it. Let me know if you discover some streamers that you like. Like, there's such a variety. I would be really, really surprised if you couldn't find someone you really enjoy. In the meanwhile, let's go from Balmora. I think it's the safest bet.
How
can I make sure you like me? Give me your better prices. That's so much better. And here's the alert. Thanks again, George. Yes, that's good prices. Feels so good to travel light without the companions, which I'm gonna have to summon again. Also, I've actually come to a decision regarding companions. We can't have Julian. I'm sad. Unless I find out what is what's the problem, what is the mod conflict that I have on my mod list. I think I am going to remove MCA. Yeah, I do like the remove or modify. I think I'm going to remove the spawn points. Paxson, I need to summon them. Don't worry, we haven't lost Paxson. Paxson is still here, I think. It's still here. And Paxson hasn't gone berserk on me just yet, which is quite a relief. Alright, here goes Paxson. There he is. It's magical. Paxson is magical. And of course we want our faithful companion. Remove MCAY. Mostly because I find and it's not the first time, but I find the companions too powerful. You see Alaric, I mean, you don't see him for very long because Alaric dies often, but Alaric is as squishy as I am. I mean, he was a warrior, true, but he dies. Whereas I think I'm gonna be hard pressed to kill Eric. Like, even Eric that comes at level 1, I believe, he has this amazing Daedric weapon. Sure, I can't take it from him because then you see the profit value goes down and it's gonna go, hang on a second, I had something worth 10k, you have to give me something else. So I can't quite just take the gear and be OP that way, but I think it's too strong. Hello! Oh, Nasgard, nice to see you. Welcome on in. We're just getting started. So MCA companions, even those that are at my level, I think I could nerf him in the CS, but I don't really, I mean, I suppose I could open every NPC like companion in the CS and reduce their level and remove their gear, but then why take the MCA with companions if you're not gonna like them? I might as well go with CM partners, or actually the alternative, and I think that's what I'm gonna do, not with this character. We wait until she dies, essentially, which will happen hopefully, you know, later rather than sooner. But when she dies, I think I'll either remove MCA or remove the spawn points in the towns. It's just too many people in towns, and they're wearing those really, really fancy outfits, and it bothers me. I guess I've been running without MCA for too long. Like when you see those knights in bright tabards, it's a bit, yeah. I think I will go and install Romance. Not so much because I want to bring Romance in the game, but that way, with Romance, I do have the option to make anyone a companion, but it's you know, you need to talk to them, you need to be friends with them, so I feel it's a more lore-friendly way to get companions for free. Remember, he cost me 100 septims, this guy. But it's thinking, we're thinking about it. Also, that's a pretty basket.
I don't know.
It's clipping a little bit, but it's pretty enough. Alright, now this time we are going to Marundus, at least, you know, close to. And I am not taking a silly shortcut, so I don't end up poisoned and half dead in the ashlands. That's the idea. Let's do some practice running in third person view. Just so bad I can't aim. I think I need to check MGE, because I should be able. By the way, this is where we started crashing last time, so if it crashes there, but it wasn't because of here, it was because of the change of cell anyway. Yeah, we're good. In Russia, we actually have a mod that adds a statue, adding real followers, not mercenary script, to every NPC, and it can be switched off on or anytime. We do have a mod like that as well. It's not Fliggety's Universal Companion. That's something different. But there's a bunch of mods. There's a NPC something that adds a whole bunch of things to every NPC, so you can tell them to follow you, you can ask them what time it is, you can ask them to strip, you can ask them to dance, that sort of thing. I'm feeling peckish. Well, let's have a picnic on the bridge. And nothing like crab meat. Murlord, I must say, after playing for the longest time with bare necessities where I would eat something, I would come out of the inventory just to check that I don't have anything red in my magical effects, and then eat something again if it was not enough. NPC commands, thank you, Prof, that's the one. I really appreciate just seeing, as I'm eating, how well fed I am, or how close to being well fed, or how hydrated. That's brilliant. The UI itself, I think, is a game changer for Ashfong. Universal Companion lets you access the inventory of anyone that follows you, which is where you would need NPC command. I took the shortcut down there and I was too soon. So I'm gonna go a little further. In fact, I might even just follow the road. Ah, those trees. I know that Vert's ashland trees, or these ashland trees, are not necessarily the most popular trees. They might be a little over the top, I guess. Oh hey, good morning, skink. The instant feedback is important. Well, it's just, it's a game changer, it really is. It's the thing I didn't know I wanted. I mean, I knew subconsciously. And as I'm walking here, I remember with my very first permadeath character. My very first... Oh, no, Alaric, don't do that. Too close. It's not Alaric, sorry. Eric. My very first permadeath character, we were traveling here and there was a frost or a fire Atronak, and I was a little worried, but we totally won. And let's try the absorb health. And then we were killed by... We were followed by... See, I can't do a thing like that. Come on. Come on. Oh, I thought I was gonna get... I did! It really doesn't absorb a lot of health, does it? I mean, it's, you know, better than nothing, but let's keep going with that one. Yeah, you see, I hit a little lower than my crosshair. Wow, come on. I mean, you're running away, that's good, but now I'd like you to just die. For this character has special goals and special handicaps, for those of you who don't know. In particular, with this character, we need to collect 200 plumes. Sorry, little bird. Don't go in there. Okay, good. We need to get 200 plumes, so even if that cliff... Oh, 2 of them. No, just the one. because this is modded, it's not gonna do me any good. It is still razor plume. So we need to collect plumes and skulls. We have weird taste that way. Yeah, the main complaint I see these days is that Vert's trees are badly optimized. Yes, it has to be optimized and PB rah rah. Maybe somebody will do whatever it takes to optimize them. I got a feeling this is not where I want to go. Yes, it's in fact in the exact opposite direction. I'm getting better at this though. Much better. That would be totally where we want to go. I don't know why I tried to take a shortcut. All I had to do was follow the road. Drink games, repeat. Thank you so much for the host. And just giggling at the name. That's cool. What did I miss something? Light source. You do like the trees. You're used to seeing them in my game. You didn't install them in yours? Like I thought, graphic-wise. Because you started with a step install, didn't you? Then again, does step recommend Vert's ashland trees? Maybe not. Maybe not. Because the difference is quite drastic. So, yeah. Mikachov. Still up. Yes. Light source, it's not too late. Like midnight is alright. You know, light source, I stayed up a bit longer watching your stream. But this morning, you know, which is later in the day for you, oh, it was tough getting up. It really was. Oh, hell, wow. Okay. The tree's on fire. I shouldn't sing, but I just thought of that. How isn't that cliff racer dead? Sorry, Eric, you got the sound attack. No, don't run away. I'm supposed to hunt you. You're really not making things easy for me. I guess this one might be the one that gets away. Or not. He's not getting away, but I'm gonna have to go down, which is a bit of a waste of time. Backson, sorry Backson. Backson likes to be really close to me, so when he teleports back, I sense something bad. Like I'm running after this guy and basically going in circle. At least he's not leading me to a herd of greater cliff races of death. No, you! I so thought I had it. I feel bad, you know, casting a spell at a creature that's trying to run away from me. But cliff racers, no mercy. No mercy for cliff racers. Okay, and now we get to go back. Goody. Goody. All that for a single cliff racer. Jeez. What race is Eric? Oh. I have to, ooh, bad scene. I think you'll understand, it's better if I show you. Eric the Rotten. He's, I mean, he did tell us his story a little bit. So, possibly, you know, Imperial Breton. I don't think he looks very elven to me. And he was cursed by a lich. But obviously we like to cover his face. That's when we go, because it's ugly. But we're a necromancer, so I guess we don't really mind. But in town we don't want to get in trouble, so that's how it is. No, Skink never jokes about important matters. Not bad. From the distance, I thought it looked really odd. I guess it's not bad. I am hot. Obviously, crap! Thank you, Ashfall. Obviously, standing this close to a lava pool is not a good idea. I should have thought of that. I should have realized. We're good now, we're good. Of course I'm not. Jeez. Duh. And we have a couple of tombs around here. Now, I know we're only level 2. We're only level 2, but also we're a necromancer and our mission is to get skulls. So I'm gonna take a sneak peek in there. If we're fighting rats, skeletons and scamps, I think we can do it. However, if I see a Dremora, for example... What are you doing, Paxo? You're just squeaking, okay. If we see a Dremora or anything, you know, that could be dangerous, we'll get out. George, we need skulls because for this character we spun the wheel and we got 2 goals. One is to collect skulls. We need 20 skulls, 10 servant skulls and a dwarven bone. So we are a necromancer, that's why we went with the necromancy route. And we can't stand cliff racers, so we want to kill all of them and we need to get 200 feathers as proof that we killed all of them. We also have handicaps. However, with these characters, they're actually not too bad. We're not allowed to wear a helmet, which is okay. Also, we're not allowed to cast any alteration spells, which is why I deleted all the spells that I got. I sold the alteration scrolls. We even sold the alteration potions, namely water breathing, water walking, levitation. However, we did agree that if the story, the quest, forces us to levitate, then we will drink a potion, because otherwise we can't progress with the story. How do I prepare myself? I get my nice armor and my shock spell ready. It's a scamp. Scamp we can do, I think. If only I can aim. Are you alone, Scampy? Completely alone? You can jump instead of levitating. Much later in the game, I suppose. Why aren't I... The scamp was not screaming or anything? I'm guessing, give me a second. The sound is much louder for you than it is for me. Okay, now I hear the music. It's creepy. Well, creepy. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. There we go. I'm comfortable. Of course I'm in a tube. Whoa, Eric, sorry. Okay. If we don't get anything worse than that, I think we'll be fine. Obviously, I would like to see a skull. Do I know a light spell? I do. Did I miss something? Merlord, you say you'd be interested to see if that tree on fire counts as a heat source. It is modded. It's not too far. So when we get out, please remind me to have a look. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. I mean, I can send Eric first. That way, he would be, you know, sort of sacrificed. And I can try... I know it's on Dutch. I think I stick to that. I think it's probably a Dremora or something. I did say... Wait, hang on. Hang on. I did say if we see a Dremora, I get out of there. Because I did die once. That sound... That really high-pitched sound. I don't like it. I don't like it. Not one bit. Veteran watch. That's not what I want. I want a skull. Crap. Let me turn that down. It's part of the... Yeah. That was not a Dremora, but that is. That is, and it's seen me. So it's better now, right? I went all the way down. I'm gonna need to identify the MP3 track that does that, because it's not good. Eric, go. Now go, Eric, without dying if you can. And let me cast a spell. Okay, I think we'll get it. I love that Paxton is so tiny. Yes. Good. I love that Paxton is so tiny because I can hurl my spell above its head. So that's pretty good. You know what? Since I killed this guy, it was just a Dremora churl. Dremora spare. I mean, let's take it. Maybe I can kill the other one. Iron Mace. Why don't you have a skull? What sort of skeleton are you without a skull? That's good. Oh, this is looking very pretty. What are you? Because it's the new model. Yeah, we need to practice that. Because we are not allowed to use alteration spells. Sure. Meaning the only way we can open things is with the little lockpick. Light, please. I think we're fine for now. I'll cast it again. Yeah, big, heavy, and really not valuable. So you wanted more light. We can do that. There we go. Also, I must have badly installed Disturb the Dead. For my urns don't have loot and are not trapped. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Yes. Crap. Okay. How much damage is gonna be? 15 points of damage. We should survive it. I never remember to check for traps, and obviously, you know, this being a challenge run, I was like, we have to hide the traps. And I never think to check for them. Jeez. Where is my... Heal myself. Yes. Oh. Do I have a potion to restore fatigue? No, I do not. This is a risky proposal because here what's happening. Sure, I can cast a spell to heal myself, but with 46% chance that I'm gonna fail, it means I have quite a sizable chance to miscast and poison myself on top of just having freezing damage. I did pick up a potion. I'm gonna drink that, which hydrates me as well. Okay, good. The poison stopped. It was just 15 points of damage, and that's it. Not something that goes on for, you know, many seconds. So this other guy, that was probably another type of Dremora. Ready? Iron Cuirass. Oh, we have a funny scene here. The Hope of the Red Oran. Yeah. Cheap potion. I don't want a potion, I want a skull. Why aren't there skulls in those tombs? I mean, I assume that they're all gonna be in there. Should have used Blasphemous Revenant. You should have the normal skull after. Well, but that would be cheating, skiing. I mean, it would definitely make the challenge a lot easier. Cruel Flame Arrow. Huh. Produced by the plating of silver onto steel, silver arrows are far more visually appealing, but marginally less capable than regular steel. However, their function comes primarily from arcane effectiveness against the undead and werewolf. Let's kill this guy. I think we can do it. I hope. If I could get a couple of spells before that guy reaches us. It doesn't want to cast. It's casting something. Summoning. A scamp. That's okay. Eric, how about you? I don't know. Help? I don't want to hit Scampy. I want to hit you. Oh, it's like I did that all by myself. I mean, sure, Paxton tanked a little bit. And we got a Dremora mace. That's heavy, but that is more interesting, I think. And now you teleport to me, yeah. Okay. I don't think I want to eat crab meat that's been rotting in a tomb forever. Boiled netch leather, nah. Sure, why not, now that I've opened you. Emerald, yes. Where are their skulls? Damn it. Anyway, we've cleared that tomb, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna check that tree outside, Merlord. I'm guessing it's just a model, and it doesn't actually use the emit flame. But it would be cool if I'm wrong. Woohoo! That's one tomb explored. Even killed some Dremora and survived. The tree is right there. Okay, I'm gonna go round the lava. It's so close to the lava, Merlord. Yeah, exactly, but maybe based on how quickly the heat improves. It improves very quickly, but I think it's probably the lava. Let it go down a little bit. Yeah, it's probably just the lava, or if the tree has an effect, it doesn't show. It's called Vert Ash Tree Fire if you want to look up the model in your game. As for me, there was a second tomb. I'm gonna have to go up to see it. No problem, my lord. I really do like this texture. I know it's not super duper HD and all that. That's the one we just explored, and I believe there was one. There we go, exactly on the other side. I couldn't see it. Maybe I'm starting to be a little too daring. But if we can kill a couple of Dremoras, that seems unusually high. And that, oh, that's modded. That's clearly modded. I mean, this is high. In vanilla, I don't remember any tomb with such a high step. And the door doesn't quite fit the frame. So that's modded. What is this cave? We have a sneak peek and then probably get out running. The lighting is different. Let's do a little bit of sneaking just in case. And there's a Dremora. This time I'm not going to risk it. Like, this is modded. It could be anything, any level. So we'll be cowardly on that one. You'll have to forgive me. What's the difference between Dremora and Daedric weapons? Sorry, George, I didn't see that. They do look the same, but the value is really quite different. I don't have... Actually, hang on a second. Eric? Eric? Uh-oh. I did upset Eric, calling him ugly. You are. Eric has a Daedric weapon. So you can see the damage is quite high and the value is just crazy. We'll do Ori, yes King, I will in a second. Whereas this Dremora weapon, the values, like the damage is quite normal and the value is normal as well. Though they do have the same look, they use the same model. they're just not as good. Alright, we want to do Ori on that. It's from... Oh! Oh! I never found this mod. It's called Master of Abilities. Oh, I don't quite remember. It's supposed to put masters that can teach you particular skills. Truth is, I've had it in my mod list and I never ever played it. We've lost Baxon as well. Hopefully when we summon Baxon he'll reappear. And now that we don't have that really high-pitched sound, I can give you the volume again. Goat's back. Hello. Do you know where any special weapon is? Now, if you're talking vanilla game, there's a couple of nice glass and daedric items that you can get. There's the one that's abandoned in the mine. There's the one that's that daedric bow. That's I don't know the names. Like when I get there, I say, "Oh, that's the place with the daedric bow." But other than that, so yes, there are places when you can get really good stuff quite easily. But we just don't do that. We like to run around with crappy weapons, I guess. No, that's not it. But we do have this. You see in green requires a certain skill. No, I cannot show you on the map. The one with no, I really cannot. I think one of the ruins, the Daedric ruins over there, was the one. And in the Ghost Gate, you definitely can get some nice glass armor that you can steal from the armorer there, the smith that's down there in the Tower of Dawn or Dusk, one or the other. There used to be a nice ebony short sword here on the Odai Plateau, but I think it's been removed. There's a few that you can get quite easily. Sounds like half your mods. Yeah, but we're gonna try this one. I just hope I'm not gonna kill my character being too curious. It's just that Dremora, I don't know if it's meant to be hostile or not. No problem, Goat's back. But it's more fun if you just, you know, discover them. And that's what I was saying. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. The thing is, even if we do get, like, even if I borrow that amazing Daedric enchanted weapon from my companion, I just don't have the skill to use it. So I will hold it, but I won't be using it properly. So, yeah. Are you aggressive? I mean, I'm sneaking. Yeah, maybe I'm good enough. You just got it on Xbox. Yeah, you're aggressive. Stop. Okay. Okay, now I know you're aggressive. Let's play. Woo. Okay, go ahead. Waste all your magicka. Go for it. Go for it. All those fireballs, that's right. Oh, that idiot summoned a flame Atronach, I think. That's what's happening there. So he's not wasting his magicka. That's what I was... You just got it on Xbox. Yay. 100 hours. That's not bad. That's not bad, 100 hours. Oh. There's two of them? What the... Guys... I mean, we're level 2, and we only have one life. I know I have Eric, and he's quite strong. I know I can summon Paxson, and he's quite strong. But I think 2 Dremora, one of them that goes, whoo, fireball, whoo, fireball, whoo, fireball. I don't think that's a good idea. Fight cowardly, get ready to die, neither. Hopefully they're not smart enough to follow me. Eric. I think they weren't close enough, like they weren't really chasing me, so... Hello, Batumba, I hear you. They weren't chasing me, so they're not going through the door. Nah, we'll come back later. Yeah, I know, Eric. I know, it was scary for me too. I guess, of sorts. We'll come back later. I have lost too many low-level characters. Well, the thing is, I do have, what is it called? Enhanced Pursuit Revisited, but because they weren't chasing me, they were chasing Eric. Oh, it's gonna get too hot in there. They were chasing Eric, so they didn't go through the door. Because we do have the equivalent of Pursuit Enhanced. And going all around. Yes, Cliffy. You want to die? My problem is you're too close and you're gonna run away. Maybe if I can one-shot you with my spell. Not quite. And then you run away, yeah. And I don't want to chase you across the Ashlands forever. The bird is helping. Abbot spurs are really nice. This did save my life a couple of times actually. Killing them is good, but if I can't loot them, then it doesn't do me much good. We're gonna avoid the blazing inferno. Even if the trees themselves don't, you know, burn me. I'm gonna get... Please let me go across this mountain. Damn. How about this mountain? Like, our acrobatics is just not very good, and athleticism not really good either, which is a shame because my playstyle is all about trying to get shortcuts and hoping for the best. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Okay, now I need to somewhat stay up until we reach Marandus. Oh, sorry. The touch spell wouldn't do much. So sorry, Eric. Okay, now he's gonna chase that cliff racer to the end of the Well of Ardenfell, I guess. Yes! Marandus is in sight. I knew the way. Just needed to go like that. Instead of doing this, we did, yeah, a nice loop. We just like a challenge, don't we? And that's the road that I was trying to find and utterly failed. Oh, I still have the armor on. This looks like Cliff Racer Haven. I'm stuck. I would just... Now, the mod that's making them try to run away is creature realism. However, and it does make sense that the creatures and the enemies, when they are wounded, they run away. However, in the case of cliff racers, instead of actually really running away, they just get stuck somewhere, and then you know they're like sitting ducks, but they're flying cliff racers. So good to practice spellcasting. I'm gonna try to use this touch spell if I could. Yeah, no, it's not letting me. Fine, I won't. That's a cliff racer running away. So it doesn't do me much good. And it certainly makes it actually harder to get my 200 feathers. Okay, hang on, this is Marinder's. I believe this is the path we need to follow. And there will be one on the left and one on the right. Eric? What is it, Eric? Wow. Eric has left me. I think the cliff racer that ran away came back. Okay, that's the first one. I believe that's the one we need to get money from. And our speechcraft is not good. Our speechcraft is as bad as it gets, and our personality is 1 point lower than the minimum for everyone. And that's after actually putting skills in there. Like when we leveled up, I actually picked personality. So convincing her to pay, I think is gonna be tricky. Hopefully my charm spell is gonna be enough, we'll see. George is saying you have a strange case with your followers. When you run away from them, they begin to run in random ways with non-human speed. That's because of the script. Like they're scripted in such a way that when they are a certain distance from you, their acrobatics and athletics is increased automatically to 200, and maybe their speed, so that they can catch up with you. And yes, then they go in all directions. So yeah, they do that. But the moment the distance between you and them becomes normal, then they walk normally again. I don't want to have to fight this lady. I'm not very rich, so if she tells me to piss off, I might have to just do that. Okay, Manway. 59. I'm gonna throw a bit of money at you. Like, the idea is I throw her 100 septims so that she gives me her 2,000 or 500. Come on, come on, come on. I need you to give me the money back, actually. Will you leave me alone? Yes, I will. Oh. There we go. It took a while. For a second I thought I was stuck in there. Here, take the gold and leave me to work. I would advise that you leave here now. We are engaging in very serious research here, and if you disturb my colleagues, they may not be very understanding. Who are her colleagues? Do you know the book collector? A book collector sounds like a sorcerer or a noble to me, maybe both. Who else would have time to make such extravagant purchases? Well, the book collector would. Alright, I'm taking your advice and I'm leaving. I'm so glad I don't have to, you know, fight her for the money or worse, get the money from my own pocket. And that's the second one. Now here, what are you, little bug? Well, that's a short. From the perspective, I imagine something a lot thinner. Other mages in. There are other mages in there. All right. I only thought they were Atronak. Let's not. Okay, let's not find out. You're back, Eric. How was the hunt? I'm guessing Aaron goes off running. He needs. Here's what's happening. Eric is a zombie, okay, and he's sort of made his peace with it, but he still needs to eat flesh, like bloody, squishy flesh, and he's still a bit shy about that. So when he runs off like that, he's actually hunting, hoping to get some nice brain delicacy, but otherwise just flesh. Alright. Now here, we're gonna talk to a Telvanni guy, and what I'm really hoping to find in his lair, read, if not take, is the book Arcade the Enemy. So here's to hoping. That music in a tower like that, I'm not sure. I think there were a few creatures. Yes. Ah, oh, thank you, memory. You remind me of someone I know. Lovely, lovely fellow in Saint Denis. You don't like the Mages Guild both in Morrowind and Skyrim as they are monopolistic and corrupt. In Skyrim, the Guild of Mages is not in Skyrim at all. I mean, you do have the College of Winterhold, but it's not the Mages Guild, and I don't think they're really monopolistic and corrupt. If anything... Oh, Oblivion. Agreed. Alright. Okay. Then I stop there. Oblivion. Monopolistic. Yes. Corrupt. I mean, yes, that's the one in up there in Bruma, who's clearly not talented at all. She got her position just I don't know, through knowing the right person, I guess. The lady in Balmora is clearly corrupt here, and she uses the people to just kill other people she doesn't like. Okay, hello. Well, I'll talk to you in a second. God and worship, Azura, sermon, the ruin, special flora, anticipation. Oh, come on, don't tell me you don't have any of the good book. Chronicles of Nishleft. Brothers of Darkness, are we... You know, the books are darker than what you'd find in the bookstores, but not quite as dark as we hoped. Meaning we're gonna have to go and find the Necromancer's lair. Oh, would you look at that?
I have no time for you, Orc.
Ugh. Oh, wow, he really, really hates me. We're gonna have to find the Necromancer's lair and hope that they have Arcade the Enemy. Don't resist. No, really, don't resist. That's what? Only 17, even though the spell worked? There we go. Much better. Skink, you're saying the Mages Guild in Oblivion is extra legal. They're very, very legal, I think. The Morrowind Mages Guild is like an unruly college frat, stealing from each other and pranking each other. Well, I mean, that would be Ajira and Galbadir, but then... what's her name? Like, whoever's in charge? Sending you to kill off people because they broke the rule. Making false necromancy accusation. I think that's not good. Alright, let's throw a bit of money at him as well. Yes. Join us. Do I look like a fool? Collect your dues from someone else, or give me a reason to listen to your drivel. I gave you 100 septims. Isn't that reason aplenty? Yes. Wow, money works. Join us. If I agree to join, will you leave me to my research? Yes. Those 2 missions cost us 300 septims altogether and a lot of time, but we did it. Extra legal. They like to operate outside of Imperial law. Oh, extra. I see. I thought you meant like super legal. Extra legal. Prof, you're saying this reminds me when I was recently playing Skyrim and encountered several books that I couldn't pick up. The cursor didn't recognize there was anything here to take. Well, that means that they weren't miscellaneous items, they were static items, but static items that look like books. Because even the books that are nothing is the ruined books and the burned books. So no, I don't think I've encountered that, really. That's odd. And your game is vanilla, you're playing vanilla for now. Ranis, that's the one. Thank you. I could have just killed him. No. No. I am not fighting Reflection on Cult Worship. I am not fighting a Telvanni mage that may or may not be a necromancer, but definitely at least a